Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Orchos Yosher, and we're coming to the home stretch in this chapter, this amazing chapter about tefillah, about our prayers, which is going to bring us to the end of the Sefer as well. I think we have maybe a few more days left in the Sefer Orchos Yosher. And he writes the following, Yizahar ma'oid. A person should be very careful, b'chol dinei tefillah u'tefillin u'malbush karoi. Now that we've described just the tremendous importance of our tefillahs in so many different ways, a person has to be careful with all the laws of tefillah and with his tefillin, or malbush karoi, and also to dress appropriately when they are davening. Ki al pi din chayiv liyispal begadim elyonim. According to the halacha, a person is obligated to be wearing begadim elyonim, which means outer garments. You have to be dressed appropriately. A person should cover their whole body modestly, the way that they are standing in front of a king. But you wouldn't stand in front of the king in your shorts and your tank top. You wouldn't stand in front of the king, ladies, if you forgot your shoes and your socks. You wouldn't stand in front of the king if you're wearing messy clothes and you were unkempt. You're going to the king. So here we're going to the king of the universe. A person is going to the king of the universe, HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself. We have to stand with the proper honor and the proper covet and respect. Vehu dina the Gemara. This is a din that we find, a law we find in the Gemara. There's no way, there's no place to be lenient in this law. Even in the summertime, as we know, which is hard, it's hot, it's humid, it's not always comfortable. We don't always make it to shul, especially now with the coronavirus. How many people are still not going to shul, not entering into the Beis Midrash, the Beis HaKnesses? Many people still, whether because they're older or they don't feel comfortable coming back yet, because of all the germs that are in the air, so they're still davening at home. Even then, if you stand in your privacy of your own house and you don't dress appropriately when you're davening, it's a disgrace to the king. A person should stand with ema, with fear, with ema, with awe, v'yira, and fear in front of Hashem. The Kasab b'Sefer Hagan, it's written in an old ancient text called Sefer Hagan. The Kol Adam Yamin, every person should believe. Shahadalus v'yakros umisas banav chas v'shalom bayin la'adam. Whether they are poor, whether the prices are rising in the world because of supply and demand, or the masks are gouging the prices over there, whatever is going on, or God forbid loss of children, a person should realize or a person has no success in their business because they don't daven daily in the same place. They don't have a fixed place for their prayers. Their prayers are weakened. If God forbid a person davens privately in their home, meaning when they could go to shul, it's like bringing your tefillah, your prayer is like bringing a korban, a sacrifice to demons. And a person deserves to be cut off. Again, not for the faint of heart. The serious words over here that we should just appreciate and value how much our prayers are important in the eyes of Hashem. And if the person lives, he doesn't get cut off. Even if he davens many times in his house, he could end up losing all of his money, and a poor man is considered like they're dead, and that's what the cutting off is going to be. Or God forbid his children can die in his lifetime. The loss of children, also a person feels dead. However, somebody who fears and trembles from the word of Hashem, he wants to guard himself from poverty and the death of children. All the more so, he doesn't want himself to die. He should make a seat for himself in the Beis Knesses, in the shul, that is fixed. Says the Sefer Hagan over here, he should establish this place at all times where you can come and daven ad kan l'shaynai. These are the words of the Sefer Hagan, which means that a person should do everything within his ability to have his makam kavu, his fixed place, and daven there on a daily basis. Umuvan shekol anal. Says Rav Chaim Kanievsky, it's understood from everything we just said. But makam shein onis, this is in a case where there's no extenuating circumstances, meaning it's in a time where there's not coronavirus. It's in a time where you're not worried about getting afflicted by the disease or the germs over here. Which means that if you're in a time like we've had 3 months, we were banished from our base Knesset, we were not held accountable for that. However, a person should know, if you're careful in your life to do the will of Hashem, He will guard you from oinus, He will guard you from extenuating circumstances as well. Like it says in the Gemara, Kol asam or chaysav ba'olam haz, anybody who places his pathways in this world, he will merit to see the salvation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like it says in the pasuk over there, one who orders his ways, I will show him the salvation. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if you straighten out your ways and you try to do my ratzon, my will in this world, I will work things out for you that you will not be held back, and extenuating circumstances and things that are out of your control will not block you or get in the way for you being able to serve me and to daven appropriately. So we have to take our davening once again, as he writes, seriously over here, and realize that we're standing in front of the Melech Malchei Malachim, we're standing in front of the King of Kings, so we have to dress appropriately, we have to daven appropriately, and we have to take these things seriously with our makam kavua, the place where we're going to find ourselves davening every day, because there, as we mentioned before, that will be the power of our prayers, and that will bring the bracha to us, to our families, and to Klal Yisrael. Have a wonderful day.